The idea that people are different because of their religion is primitive. It is unacceptable. Distinguishing or making differences between people based on their religion is totally unacceptable. It is not scientific, it defies common sense, and it is not true. It is primitive to think that people who belong to one religion or practice one religion are different than people who practice different religion or don't practice a religion at all. When it comes to humanity, when it comes to living our daily lives, we are all the same, regardless of our religion or what we claim our religion is or what we think other people's religion or non-religion is. The Holocaust was created because of that primitive idea that Jews are different, that they are different people from non-Jews. That is the essence of anti-Semitism. It is the primitive belief that Jews are different people from non-Jews. It is totally wrong. Instead of learning from that primitive idea that Jews are different, the state of Israel adopted that idea, created a state based on the idea that Jews are different than non-Jews. Instead of rejecting that primitive notion, that racist notion, the state of Israel, as a Jewish state, accepted that notion, agreed to that notion, and created a Jewish state validating the idea that Jews are different than non-Jews. And what is particularly disturbing is that those people who created the Jewish state, believing that Jews are different, do not practice Judaism, disrespect Judaism, do not practice what the Jewish religion is all about. They drive on a Sabbath, they wear non-traditional clothes, they don't practice any Jewish laws, but they created a Jewish state adopting the idea that Jews are different, adopting the stereotypical idea that was imposed on the Jews by anti-Semites, accepting that idea. This idea that Jews are different and Jews need to have a Jewish state is the reason why people in Israel and Palestine are going through violence upon violence for over 100 years. And it's not going to end unless we come to terms with the idea that we are all the same, regardless of what religion we practice, or regardless of whether we do not practice a religion. Now, I realize that it's going to be very difficult for those people in Israel to abandon the idea of a Jewish state. But peace is much more important. The security of the people who live there is much more important than stereotypical, racist, primitive ideas. And therefore, I am proposing and advocating for creating an independent government in Israel-Palestine that would exist, would be created by the people of Israel and Palestine, separate and apart of the Israeli and the Palestinian governments, that would be based on democratic principles, on constitution, and the separation between religion and government, to give peace and security to all the people who reside in Israel and Palestine. Thank you.